Welcome to Under Phone Repairs and Accessories. Today we are again here to talk about how to know our phone repair machines. Most of us we have got complaints that someone set specific area. For example, when you want to work on the smaller components of the phone, you say the air is too much, it blows the components away. So that one will depend on this. That's how important these things are. So today I just want to explain to you how you should set a specific one and know when to use another one. So normally if you buy an Otea, this is the Otea machine. If you normally buy it, it comes with most of them comes with 4 of these things, but most of them, some of them comes with 5, but most of them comes with 4. There are 3 and there are some. So these things we have numbers. So this is number 1. It is very tiny, as you can see. We got number 2 is here, a bit tiny too, but not much. We are having number 3 here. We are having number 3, as you see. It is the number 3 I've been using, and this is the one I want to explain to you where the use is mostly efficient. Then we'll have this larger one. I've dealt with almost 7 machines, 7 Otea machines, but I've never used this one. It is very large. Then the one following it now, the 5th one, is larger than this, but here is short. So wherever you want to use this, as you can see, every time I want to operate a motherboard, I do say that you set your air at 3.5 to 4.5, then heat at 330 to 360. When you set air at this, when you use I want us to understand how the nozzle, how this metal affects the type of the air that is being blown. Okay, air mostly, when you heat the board, it is the air that pumps the heat all over to supply the heat to the board. That's why it is always advisable to start, when you power this machine, you start with powering on when air is a bit. So when we are increasing, you increase air first to where it's required, then heat later. You will get a situation where you put air at 0 or 1, then heat at 360. The coil inside here will burn out. So that's where you will have the problem. So wherever you set your air at 3.5 with this, it will still blow that, because the amount of air that will pass here is, the vacuum is small, so the amount of air will be larger. If you use this and you use the 3.5 air, you'll get that the amount of air that will come out here is lesser than this, because it is narrow. You see, it's a bit narrower. So then compared to this, when you set a specific air, if you use 3.5 here, the 3.5 air here won't eat much, because the space it is passing here, it requires more air. So wherever you are setting, that's why I normally use this. For this, if you set a specific type of air, it regulates, because the spacing there is minimal. So most of us, if you complain that you're having problems about this, make sure you use the number 3 nozzle, the number 3 stuff that comes with the hot air. So when do you use this? When you use wherever you want to operate on a motherboard, but you need a specific component there, be it a capacitor, diode, resistor, or anything, but you want to deal with a specific one. So you don't want the heat to be supplied to where you does not require. That's when you will use this. Okay, when you should use this, This is when the component you want to deal with, they are a bit spaced, they are not concentrated much. So wherever you blow, the air does not go so far. Okay, this one is which you use mostly. I normally use this. I don't know the one you normally use, but let's just comment so that I can know whatever you use on that. But I really like using this because the size is perfect, everything works out it is required. Okay, when to use this is wherever you want to use it, is when you want to hit a larger. Mostly these are, I've said I've dealt with 7 machines, but I've never used this because the components usually on the phone are still smaller. So I don't know if these people who are operating laptops or any larger engines are using this, because I've never used it, and every time I try it, everything is excess. The heat is excess, the air is excess. So they are normally 4. So tell me in the comment section which one do you normally use and how effective it is. So there was a person I was communicating with in the morning, and the complaint was about the nozzles. That's why I did this video, and I hope now you people are learning. Wherever you are using the nozzle, make sure the one you are using is, I'm not saying you choose a specific one, but this, after buying hot air, as you can see, this is the hot air I bought with these things. If you check on them, they are still new and they won't even be used. I'm sure they won't be used because I'm still using. Before that, I used to have the Godak 952 plain. This is Godak 952B. So this one, I'm still using the one I bought from the Godak 952. So that shows that wherever I choose to get another hot air, this ones will help me while the other on the one is there. So that question of how to know the specific nozzle to use wherever you are operating, I think it is answered. If you have any question we should discuss, just ask in the comment section or somewhere else. Just DM me. I'm here for you people. We'll be discussing this and we learn to know our machines. You start with the simpler one as you go. This is, apart from the soldering iron, this one, the gun, the basic thing is this. So we start from the lesser to the most complicated one, so that wherever you want to these machines, you know what you are doing, what you are using, and how you should use them. Thanks for watching. Subscribe in YouTube. We are called QR Mobile Fix. You can also as well follow us in TikTok, Kiwandar Phone Repairs, and Accessories Kisumu Baspa. Thanks for watching, and I hope you got something.